Hello everyone, I'm back again. As predicted, Harry lost his security case at the Court of Appeal. Now, I've just done a reading on his reaction and some of the predictions came out really quick. He's already on the Gaslight, and if you've watched that reading, right at the end, we had the Gaslight card. So I've left it out. I won't be using the same deck for parts of this reading. I'll be using the Harry deck though. But yeah, I just like to remind everyone that the Gaslight card was the last thing in the reading, and the first card was the Devil. So he is gonna try it. He is really angry and he's pulling out all stops. Now, he's just done this BBC interview where he said more or less along the lines that his dad stopped talking to him because of the legal case. He's not taking his calls. Well, he was suing His Majesty's government. He was attacking the judiciary and challenging one of His Majesty's judges. So, yeah, I don't think the king can necessarily talk to you. And I don't think the king particularly would want to talk to you after all the ish you've said over the last year. In fact, it was just earlier this year that he was accusing the royals of weaponising the court system to keep him and Meghan in the UK. They think very highly of themselves, don't they? That the king would do all of that just to keep him living within the UK. So let us have a look and see what the cards have got to say about Harry's BBC interview. To me, my first reaction is he is gaslighting. He is walking things back. Meghan just this week took a few little shots at the royals in her podcasts. You know, this whole breathy podcast she did with the lady from It Cosmetics. That's just pure cringe. But we're going to have a look and we're going to see what the cards have to say about this interview. What's he hoping to think? Now, the cards did predict that he did believe he was going to lose. Him and Meghan had kind of seen the writing on the wall with this case. And that has been a theme for the last few weeks in my readings, if you want to go back and have a look. So we are going to go and just look at how his dumb self is getting on with all of this. Now, I am using the Garbage Pail Kids Tarot because they do very well for Harry's bratty energy. I'm probably just going to be reading on Harry in this reading, but we'll see what the cards come out with. We'll see if there's any royals in here, or we'll have a look. We'll have a look. We might leave the King and William's response to this for a live stream over the weekend, but we'll have a look and see where we're going to go with it all. You ready? The Queen of Swords is in reverse. This is a strategy. This is a cold strategy, guys. This isn't a mea culpa. Oh, I have forgiven them. I have come back. I have, you know, I flew too close to the sun, but now I have healed and all that kind of stuff. It's nothing like that. This is strategy. This is cold, callous strategy. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, it could be he's receiving some legal advice, or he is going against some legal advice, because the Queen of Swords can also be a female legal person. It links into strategy. It could link into a air sign female, so Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. But the coldness of it at the center of the reading, we'll see what's crossing over. I think the first thing is it is pure strategy. It's a maladapted strategy. The Two of Cups is in reverse over it. This is a fake. This is fake, guys. There's something very fake going on in here with the Two of Cups in reverse. He's either trying to claw back in to get some money or get some clout, but that Two of Cups in reverse, maybe somebody's threatening to leave him. I think this is just pure strategy, though. That Two of Cups in reverse. There's no healing there. He's saying he's healed and forgiven. He hasn't really. There's an emotional imbalance there. Here we have the Fool in the upright. In the reverse, sorry. This is a mistake. This is his big mistake. This interview is his big mistake. And he is in two minds about something underneath. And that King of Swords in reverse as well. This is strategy. This is legal. He's getting some very bad legal advice. That Fool in reverse. This is a huge mistake. This interview somehow. Massive. The Ten of Cups is in reverse, leaving the situation. What he has done with this court case is so damaging. And the fact that he's said some heinous things about his father, and by inference as well, the late Queen. He doesn't realize just how much damage he's done. He thinks with his brain that he can just people will just let him off the hook for everything he says, because that's how things were for the first 36 years of his life. People mollycoddled him. So he's just expecting, look, I said I'm sorry, just can I have some money? There is going to be some narcissistic wounding. He's going to get some backlash from this. He's not going to like. The Star is in reverse here. This is false, guys. This is false healing. The Star in reverse. This is cold. He doesn't mean it. He's just doing this thing where he thinks this will sort everything out for him. He thinks this will heal things for him in a way. But people aren't going to buy it. The High Priestess is in reverse surrounding him. There is a darker energy around him. The problem with Harry's energy with the High Priestess in reverse here is there are going to be some things that come out about Harry that Harry is not going to like. So whether it's his conduct towards other people as part of this trial, whether it's some of his conduct towards other people around him during the time of the trial, there are some things that he would rather not come out. The Nine of Cups in reverse came out in the earlier reading, and he is going to do this whole thing. I wasn't invited. I don't want to be in. I wasn't given a seat at the table, and I wanted to be, and I've been excluded. And he's going to make a lot of emotions about it. There is some narcissistic wounding coming up involving this BBC interview. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. One of his big fears is that he doesn't have any skills. And that's coming out more and more with what he's doing, for how he's going on. The High Priestess in reverse surrounding him, be very careful on who you step on. and he hasn't been careful. Neither has his wife. So the motivation, so this is the energy. Let me just have a look and see the motivations. The motivations for coming out of this. Let me just ground these a bit. He's sticking out. So he's feeling like he's stuck in a rut. He's deceitful. You're going to hear a lot about the invisible children as well. The Eight of Swords there, he feels stuck. This is the reason for the interview. This is the whole reason. It's what came out in my initial response to it in the cards, the Eight of Swords. But there are some lies there. He is telling some lies. There is some big lies within all of this. With the Archie card, Page of Coins, that would be Archie. Look at the lilies there. Now I've been using these since 2019. Page, I don't think Archie is a Taurian. I think he was born earlier, and recollections may vary how he got here and all of that kind of stuff. But he's going to make a big play on this, on the kids, and how much of a burden he's had to carry. This is why he's doing it. He's lying. The moon's there. The High Priestess is in reverse. The Star is in reverse. The Fool is in reverse. There are a lot of lies involved in his interview with the with it all. Now let me just have a look. I am actually going to use my cards, these cards, put this one back in, because I want to just see the Fool in reverse here. How's it going to bounce back on him? How's this interview going to bounce back on him? Let's have a look. Okay, Catfish is in reverse. People can see he's false. People can see he's trying to be something he's not. And people can see right through it. They know that he's trying to appear to be this forgiving when he's not. He's a ball of rage. And they think he's just a chancer. They think he's after something. They think he's just... And the Magician is in reverse. They think he's a trickster, a liar, a kook. And somebody who has everything but doesn't know how to enjoy themselves. Somebody who's living a life, you know, you're in a gorgeous part in one of the most sought after places on God's green earth, where most people want to go because they want to be some kind of star or celebrity, but it's also a beautiful area of the world. And he just looks so ungrateful. He looks like so much like he doesn't enjoy it, like there's always something wrong. We're going to be getting a lot of this whole vibe where things are saccharine and things are seen as overcompensated. We've got the King of Cups in reverse in the reading I did earlier on. This dude is going to self-medicate from here to Yaya on the scale that we have not yet seen before. Things are going to get... There's going to be a lot of puff pieces as predicted in the last reading. There's going to be a lot of other stuff there. But this is a cold strategy that he's trying to do to win public support back. He wants to look like, oh, I just, you know, I am the good one. When he's not, when he sold his family with the 10 of Cups in reverse there under the bus. So I feel like people are going to see through it. People are going to see it as ungrateful. People are going to say they're laying stuff on too thick. If you think that Meg's podcasts appearances or the one she's doing, the other drivel one she's doing about is sticking, then get your sick bags ready, guys, because this is going to be something else. There's going to be a lot of Diana triangulation and stuff like that. I'm just going to have a quick look with these cards about how Meghan feels about the BBC interview. And she's still on her, I had TV meals. I had TV meals. So she's still on her revisionist history stuff. She's concerned about it. There's a lot of stuff with food. Okay, listen. Sometimes the cards are just thinking that gut churning, worrisome, pre-packaged, not very healthy. I think she is trying to focus all of her stuff on her sodden brand. I know she's more incensed, I would say, with what the chef, there was a chef just recently in the papers, and he's quite a famous chef apparently. I don't know, I don't follow that, but he turned around and said Meghan can't cook, and Netflix sent the legal cease and desist to him. Yeah, here we go, the Diana triangulation, the broken bed, and we're going to be getting a lot more of the invisible kids off the back of this. They are going to try and pull on your heartstrings, guys. Something chronic. I'd like to remember everyone that when they thought they had the upper hand, they were on the attack constantly and thought nothing of dragging some people who haven't got the right to reply through the mud. And now they're switching this gear, and this is what they're going to do. This is what the cards say. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed these readings. There should be a live stream either Saturday or Sunday, and more readings as well over the weekend. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll talk to you all really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.